Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let us start with our today's topic, that is research design types. In the previous video, I have explained about the research design, meaning and its characteristics. Now we are going to talk about the types of research design. So this research design helps us in understanding what type of research we are going to adopt in our uh, particular research. I am Pallavi, Assistant Professor of Management. Welcome to the research and business research methodology sessions. Let us begin the topic. Okay. Now we are going to see how this research design types will make us understand what type of research we are going to conduct and which is applicable for our research topic. Okay. Research design type are broadly classified into two types, which are exploratory research and conclusive research. You heard about this somewhere, right? Exploratory research, conclusive research, descriptive research, especially causal research. In descriptive research, again, it is divided into cross-sectional design and longitudinal design. In cross-sectional, again, it is classified into single cross-section and multiple cross-section. We are going to discuss about these types in detail. Okay, exploratory research, we can see in exploratory research and conclusive research two broad categories. In exploratory research, we can see that search of secondary data or literature research, or survey of knowledgeable person or experience survey, or focus group survey, or case study method. These are the four types we are going to see under the exploratory research. We have already know the meaning of exploratory research. We have discussed it about in the previous classes, but we will discuss it briefly in today's class also. So what is exploratory research? These are the simplest and most flexible and most loosely structured design. They don't have any hash guidelines or principles, so that it has to be followed in a maintained way. Okay, it's the basic objective of the research is to exploratory research is to explore the facts, explore the information, explore the data, or explore the knowledge. Okay, it just to get the clarity of the situation. Means there is a problem with us, which we have a statement of the problem, we have identified the problem. Now, related to that problem, we have to select certain, we have to find out certain facts. Knowing more about the given topic or given subject is called as exploratory research. Where in the second type of research design is descriptive research design. It is opposite to exploratory research design. Descriptive research are formal in nature. They have strict rules and guidelines. Okay, so the objective of the descriptive research is to get a comprehensive or detailed explanation of the phenomena. Here we just have an objective to explore and obtain the clarity related to problem under study. But in descriptive research, we'll get in detail, in depth, we go in finding out the different kind of information or cause and effect relationship. It might be, or it might be other comprehensive things which we want to study about the which are helpful in conducting our research. Okay. In exploratory research, we have secondary source analysis. If you remember, I have been talking about review of literature or literature reviews. Okay, so this is a type of secondary source analysis where you have already have a data related or existing researchers or already conducted researches about your topic. So those are published in some place or in some journal or in some websites. Those serves as your secondary resource analysis. Okay, so these previously collected data related to the given or the study which is undergoing for research. So we have to collect this data, okay, and we have to study this. Okay, so this is a previously collected findings and facts and figures, okay, which are already published by government or any research publications, books, okay, articles, journals, magazines, newspapers. These will all serve as a secondary source analysis for exploratory research. Okay, whatever the given problem we have, for that, say for example, it is about the employability in India. Okay, employability in India during 2015 to 2020. So I want to do research related to this topic, this title. Okay. I have not given complete title here, just an example. So I want to do research about this title, means I have to get the secondary data, right? Means secondary source of already previously conducted researches related to this particular topic, or the data which is already available with government, or the data which is already available with various research agencies. So I have to, go through with all this data. So why I'm going through all this data? To get the clarity about my area of the study or topic under the study. Next is case method. Case method is like one organization, okay, one organization or one group of people, okay, or one person or one company. If I'm talking about, one or one problem, one single problem, if I'm taking that and I'm, oh, in detail I'm studying, in depth I'm studying related to that problem, or related to one organization or a one group or a one person, it is called as case method. It is, it is complex type of research method. So wherein you have to detail, minute analysis is required, minute fact finding is required. For meticulously we have to identify each and everything to conduct the case method. Okay, in your BBA or MBA you might be studying case studies, right? That case study would be related to one company or a one person or about one particular single problem. Okay, so that is the case method of the research design. Next, under the exploratory research design, the third one is expert opinion survey. As the name itself indicates, it is the expert's opinion, people who are already expert in a particular area. I'm talking about employability, right? People who are expert in this particular area. I'm going to researcher going to discuss with them, take their opinion, and get clarity about the particular uh, topic. Okay, so that is called as expert opinions survey. There are the people who have already developed modules, theories, or who have done the research, rigorous research from so many years. They'll be knowing a great amount of knowledge about that particular problem. So if a researcher goes and approaches that expert and he will interact with them, means they will get to, the researcher will get to know from the expert that what are the in which direction I have to go, what are the modification I have to do regarding my particular topic. Okay, then is focus group discussion. In focus group discussion also, we will carefully select the representative. It is not like sampling, it is like experts only. We carefully select the experts who can become representative of a particular group, like brainstorming, what you call, okay, or a group decision making. So what happens, the representative of particular every department will come there and they will uh, discuss together about a related topic. Okay, so that is the focus group discussion. Next one is cross-sectional research design. Okay, in cross-sectional research, we have finished with exploratory research. Now we are starting with the descriptive research design. So before going to descriptive research design, let us take an example. Now a company wants to do a research, an apparel company. Okay. An apparel company wants to do research that it want to understand the fashion purchasing trend in the youth. Okay, so what it will do, it will try to understand the facts, frequencies, trends and characteristics of the its respondents or its buyers. So that is a descriptive research which takes the formal structure and it takes the detailed study of about the research. Okay, in descriptive research we have cross sectional research design and longitudinal research design. Cross-sectional research design means there will be multiple variables which we are going to study. Okay, cross-sectional in cross-sectional research we are going to study the multiple variables. Okay, multiple variables. Okay, then we are going to take the different try with the different sample. Okay, that's why it is called as cross-sectional, different sample. You can try with the multiple variables, and also we can try with the, it is for a given point of time, means one time. Okay, then uh, it is with the, it cannot develop a cause and effect relationship. So cross-sectional is carried out in a single moment of time, means one time, given any given one time you can, if you are doing research means that is cross-sectional, and we are doing with multiple variables, and it is also, respondents are divided into subsections, or your sample, you are trying with the different sample, means that is called as cross-sectional research design. Say for example, if you want to do the study between joggers and the fitness. Okay. Now this is the study which you are going to do. Now you are going to study this about for a single period of time, like for 1 month. I want to study whether the joggers are going fit or not after jogging. So you will study that male, female, and age group like 20, 22 above, 20 and above, but below 30. Again, you want to change the sample, you will take for the next month, you will take 30 and above, but below 40. So you're changing sample now, right? Again, here in this method, we that's why we call it as a cross-sectional, because multiple variables. And also here joggers and their fitness, with also I can study joggers with their cholesterol level. Okay, so two variables. First I'll do research with this, and second I'll do research with this. First research I'll do with male, and second research I want to do with male. Then I'm changing the combination like that. That's what it is called as cross-sectional research, and it is conducted for a particular point of time. Okay, so single cross-sectional means only one variable with the one sample and another variable with the same sample. If you are doing multiple cross-section, two variables with the different two kind of samples, that is called as multiple sectional. And cohort analysis is something where it is used in medical sciences most of the time, like for a longer period of time. If you are observing a patient and recording their results for the how they are reacting to medicines, that is called as cohort analysis. Okay, next is longitudinal study. As name itself indicates, it is for the longer period. Okay, how cross-sectional has therefore only single point of time, but longitudinal study, it is it is like a government research, how we do for planning commissioner or census. It is for a longer period of time. It may vary from 5 years to 10 years or more than that. Okay, we are not doing for a 1 day or a 1 year or 1 month like that. And it is here we are going to study only one variable. Okay, and with the one set of sample. Okay, so it involves the representative and as sample, and it is for longer period of time, say for example, in from 2001 to 2020, if somebody is conducting research, okay, so he'll conduct research in a regular interval of time. Like let us take 5 years of interval. So he'll test his sample at 2001 first, then 2005 second interval, 2010 third interval, 2015 fourth interval, and finally 2020 fifth interval. So fixed interval time of period, researcher want to check the with the same sample, with the same variable, how it is going to change their, you know, a behavior or attitude. Okay, so this is called as a longitudinal study, where the constant sample, constant variable is tested for a longer period of time at a regular interview. Okay, why this is done? To get the exact clarity about the problem. Maybe if you asked, let us take a simple example. If you asked about, you know, how your performance when you freshly logged into your office early in the morning, it will be very nice. You will be doing it very fast. Then afternoon it becomes slow, and while at the time of logout, you will be slow. Like it is how the time will change the behavior or opinion of the people. That's why to do research, particular type of research, if you want to take the you know, for exact result, accurate result, if you want to take out of that research, means the longer period of research will go, and it will be tested until regular period of intervals. Okay, so but it is expensive also, because it takes a longer period of time. Time is money. Money means it is a highly expensive kind of researches. Okay, but in cross-sectional research, it is the cheapest research. We can test with the different variables. Most of the business researchers goes like cross-sectional researchers. Okay, we have studied in this session, we have studied the research type: exploratory research and causal research. Okay, exploratory research we have studied 3 types. On causal research, we have studied descriptive research. In descriptive research, we have studied many, you know, cross-sectional, longitudinal, single cross-section, multiple cross-sectional, like that. According to the study which is under, you know, according to the topic which you are studying, you have to decide about whether you're going to a focus group study or literature study, or you want to do an experimentation. Okay, like laboratory experiments, which you know, which is goes under the science. Your imagine about your chemistry labs or physics lab. Okay, like those kind of experiments you want to do, or whether if you're you know, a marketing survey if you want to do, then it might be a field experience with the real people, talking to customers, getting their feedback about your products. Or it can be a causal research, like you're going to understand the cause and effect relationship of between the variables. So that is the different research design types you have to select according to your topic. Okay, so this is about research design and its various classifications. I hope you understand the discussion today, what happened. Thank you for watching my video.